Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Red Ninjas back at it again with a new video. Today we're gonna be playing Minecraft with my good best friend Termite Craft.
I'm sorry, Arthur, we have to pause for a moment here. Stay with us, we have got some breaking news. Sandra?
What's up, guys? You're not gonna believe this. The two biggest media personnel are going to be fighting. Red Ninjas. I'm coming for you, boy! I'm coming for you! Enter my 20. This is the biggest fight in the center. I am crapping my pants right now. Be sure to buy tickets at ggb.com.
It's quite beautiful.
Indeed.
Is the soil soft enough?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
We got a podcast going on now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, got a little bit of ambient sound today, the downpour.
Yeah, I just buried Abigail, so Mother Nature, she's weeping. We did it with a pickaxe.
We did,
We did a lot of racial profiling today.
a quick bullet point list that we did.
I have new neighbors. We saw a thin blue line sticker on their car. We found out they were white. Good racial profiling.
Yeah,
We saw a runner, and it's raining outside.
he was white.
He was white. Racial profiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found her in the dirt.
We just gotta do it quick before anyone asks us what we're doing.
Ethan Wang was burying a young girl named Abigail in the
Yeah.
dirt.
Yeah, we don't know.
Hopefully they don't dig her up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyways,
this is what we learned in college, guys.
sorry to kill the mood.
The art of profiling.
The art of profiling, I think so.
This is what social media influencers do. They see the saddest thing ever and they just
Good content, guys. Good content. We should go a bit deeper, but. Yeah, I was walking around pretty suspiciously with a pickaxe slung around my back.
Yeah, there was some lady parked in front of Abinav's house. I could see she was giving us the side eye.
Yeah.
And then after we went into the garage, she pulled away.
This was the same blue line stickered car.
Yeah. Maybe she's a little bit suspicious. See, it's all about cosmetics at the end of the day, because see, if Abhinav, he had his full head of hair left, it wasn't in a bag somewhere, she would have been like, wow, what a nice young man.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting racially profiled back, and
Yeah.
I know.
It all started the night of.
the night of.
I hear it's very infamous. What exactly occurred on that
I
night,
have a
guys?
proposition to make. I suggest that Sunland is actually a fraud.
Oh,
Whoa, where is this
Some,
accusation
I have
coming
some
from?
civil war. I present some evidence. On the night of the incident, Sunland Sun was very much of the propagator of the peer pressure that
Propagator, peer pressure.
what do you have to say
An
to respond to that?
intense accusation. But I'm afraid this is just to teach you a lesson. You understand, bro? You're only gonna suffer for a month, but this is a lifelong lesson you can learn. I calculated the good parts and the bad parts, and I think overall
What is this calculus, bro?
this may be a good thing.
So do you admit it was you who was primarily the main
Primarily
agent, the
is
main-
not. Primarily, maybe a little bit
A
overselling.
little bit.
Overselling.
See, this is the same
it, I
rhetoric
think.
that Senlin employed to get me out of my own like my agency over my own body as a man, as a young man of color. I was not able to exercise my ability to present as I wish. Instead, now I've taken this form.
Senlin, you
This
know
form
that.
is important.
But Senlin, you know that, see, even though we get along well, the Chinese and the Indians, traditionally we've had beef, their relations haven't been the best. Do you think this is meant to bridge that gap, or this is accidentally causing a divide between
Is
two
it just an
groups?
extension of this decades-long, centuries-long?
Personally,
Prejudice.
I like to think of history to not repeat itself. You know how it is. We're young people, we gotta blaze our own trails. So I'm thinking, whether this is a historically symbolic thing, it may be just coincidence is all I'm saying. What is important here is this loss of authority of his figure. In a way, it may be symbolic to authoritarian governments. This is a good reason that we should be steering away from authoritarian governments, and I'm just trying to teach you this lesson.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Mr. Song.
Actually, I feel like his rhetoric has once again won me over. I feel this is an exercise to empathize with those not afforded the same privilege of I to present in such a way that can avert these harmful stereotypes assigned to men of color such as I.
I see. So you're okay with using your... So were you okay with your body being used as a canvas at the time, or are you only revising your judgment now?
I think it is very much a product. My judgment has changed as a product of the time I've spent with my body as it has been violated. It's I assigning value to the plundering of my body rather than the plundering being justified.
I see. Do you think one needs to be violated in such a way to experience such growth in one's character?
I think the agency being stripped away is a vital signifier of the experience by millions around the world and I think this is an isolated exercise in empathy rather than a model to follow for the young youths of America.
I see.
This is a good judgment of the action.
Would you recommend other young men out there, especially young men of color, they get buzzed?
Yeah, I think the breeze that goes through your head and onto your scalp is pretty good, and I would definitely recommend.
But what if, let's imagine this, right? See, this is a exercise in thought, so stick with me here, guys, okay? But see, imagine this young man, right? He's not, he has issues with self-esteem, right? So he decides to buzz his hair, right? Saying, oh, well, see, it doesn't matter, right? But what if it turns out his head shape is actually, he has a headphone dent in it, and he's made fun of at school. So should every young man get buzzed unknowing what's truly lurking underneath their hair?
While I question the intent of this hypothetical man, I feel this only enhances the exercise in its intended nature, as Senlin Sun has presented his thesis to the board here. I feel it would further enrich this understanding of the fundamental nature of how your body and how you present with it impacts the way in which society has affects you.
Yeah, I think overall, if all of society had to buzz their heads, we'd realize that the cruel words of society are quite damaging to society itself. It's it's a cyclical machine. You know what I'm saying?
Will you get your head buzzed?
When I get my head buzzed, sometimes I think of myself as a sheeple. It's not a good exercise to stand behind, but
one thing I would request is people who are immediately affected by my presence try to try to empathize with my position in my exercise of empathy, and by association form a greater understanding of the body and its politics.
I see. Do you think some people are too attached to outside appearance sometimes? Because, I'm sure before you'd have no issue talking with new people, right? Making new connections. But as a result of, your hair being gone, do you feel like going into a new learning environment next year where you may have to meet, talk with, and learn from other people, that they may judge you too harshly based on your appearance, or do you think?
I feel this attachment to appearance is not an individual blunder, but rather a fundamental way that society has been structured for a very long time. And I think deconstructing it slowly by the plundering of these mythological ideas of beauty and desirability will definitely serve to bring us towards a new future, one in which such ideals are such misinformed ideals do not shape our lives.
Do you think you ever shaved the beard?
Nah, bro, it's over for me.
Yeah. Some actions are going too far in the name of rebelling against social norms. I feel like for society to function, there must be some degree of order, but the boundaries should be looser, and we should respect people's individual choices and how they want to present themselves. But I think the beard, it may be too far. It will symbolize anarchy.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
That's what happened to
thanks for
DJ.
attending our lecture.
Yeah, we only made the 10-minute cutoff for ad revenue.
See you all next episode at Flukes and Frauds.